Big Wavy Roy Johnson, Eatin and Cheatin, and I am 3 days removed from the PCA British Bodybuilding Finals. And I'm preparing for another 2 bodybuilding shows. Yeah, so I have 2 bodybuilding shows this weekend. On Saturday, I'm heading to GPO Battle of Bedford in Bedford, competing there as a novice. And then Sunday, I'm heading to Dudley to compete in the NABBA English Championships, also as a novice. And after these shows are done, I am done for at least 6 months for bodybuilding shows. I got my feedback last night from the PCA judges, which, to be fair, has confused me a little bit because I didn't place. I felt I should have placed. And my coach felt I should have placed. There's nothing against anyone who was there on the day. Everyone was fantastic. But the feedback I've got isn't overly negative. So, I don't know. But anyway, positives. Possess some excellent attributes, including good stage presentation and posing with room for improvement. So I guess that's one negative. Good conditioning with room for more. I could always come in more conditioned. A high level of development and muscularity. Physique strength to my chest. That's really positive because that was actually something I got asked to work on after my last show, which was only, let's call it, 4 months before this one. So I've grown my chest to a point where it's actually now a strong point. Upper back, which is something I wasn't targeted to work on, but as prep went on, I just saw how my back was developing really well. They'd like to see improvements on my delt development and overall muscularity whilst maintaining great symmetry. So essentially, I want some improvement in my delts, so I want me to get a bit bigger. That's fine. We really liked the fantastic power you showcased when posing, a dramatic routine. Thank you, Roman Reigns, and a great athlete in the making. So yeah, all good stuff there. I'm hoping anyway that this vlog this week will be quite short because there isn't much to update on. I'm currently on to my 3rd day depletion training. Sorry, my 2nd day depletion training. Tomorrow will be the 3rd. On similar depletion diet to what I was before, slightly different in that the post-workout meal is 200 grams of chicken and asparagus, which is not the most enticing post-workout meal. My weight is up after Sunday's refeed. I ate a pretty decent amount of food on Sunday. And then where I hadn't had any water or had water been depleted for the days prior, when I started reintroducing water, my body just absorbed it with the additional glycogen and carbs in my body. It just sucked in all the water. And my weight yesterday was 91.7 kgs, which is high compared to where it's been. But if you look at the pictures, I don't look any different. I just look fuller. I feel look pretty good. There's no fat increase, and obviously it's holding a bit of water, but that will correct itself towards the end of the week. And then obviously I'll have to deplete water again for this weekend shows. And in fact, this morning I weighed in at 89.7, so I've already dropped 4 pounds overnight. But yeah, so I've got 2 more sessions of depletion training, and then a carb up tomorrow, and then potentially some carbs heading into the day before the show on Saturday, and then I'm not really sure how we're going to ride into the show on Sunday, but Sunday will be done. So let's get to it. Right, this is meal 2. We got 200 grams of chicken breast, some asparagus, and some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Meal 3, 200 grams of chicken breast and some asparagus. This will also be what I'll be having for my post-workout meal, which will be meal 5. Pre-workout, I've got 30 grams of whey isolate in here and 50 grams of dark chocolate. Meal 6, last meal of the day, we've got 200 grams of beef here and some asparagus. Hello, I can't even be bothered to put this up on the tripod or anything. And you know, when I do these vlogs, I like to document my moods, especially when I'm on prep. And this mood I'm documenting is not a good one, because today was meant to be my penultimate, well, it still is my penultimate depletion session. Tomorrow is meant to be having a refeed back onto carbs, which is essentially me back slowly returning to normal life, because after this weekend there will be no competitions for 6 months. But because of the check-in pictures that I sent to my coach post-workout, and because I look quite full still, no carbs tomorrow. Still back on the protein and fats diet. My wonderful diet of chicken and asparagus and olive oil and beef and asparagus and whey isolate and a few squares of dark chocolate and egg whites and eggs and foods that frankly I'm finding quite tedious. But yeah, I've got another day of that now, and it's only one day, but I would like to return to some normality. Would like to have some bagels, would like to have some jasmine rice, and the main thing, the thing that I like the most about bodybuilding is it gives me structure to my life. So when I go to bed, I know what I'm eating the next day. Tomorrow, I don't know that. So I can't prep my food because I don't know what I'm eating tomorrow. Literally, I have to wake up, do my check-in with my coach, see how I'm looking, and then we'll decide what I get to eat tomorrow. But I want bagels. Just get this competition done, man, because really the mood I'm in, I just can't be arsed. I'm very tempted to just pull out of Sundays, purely because I can't be asked to go to Dudley. I can't be asked to have 2 show days preparations, 2 days of shows where I'm just eating flipping rice cakes and jam and peanut butter. I don't even like peanut butter, and that's all I can eat. And then I have to stop drinking on Friday and all this sort of nonsense and crap. I just want it all done. Good morning. It's the night after my last depletion session, which is my last session before this weekend's shows. I haven't quite recovered from that, but what I have recovered from is my little bitch fit that I had the other day about not having carbs yesterday. Quite ridiculous how one extra day of protein and fats really threw me into a tizzy. But today I get to have some carbs, not a massive carb up because it's the day before the show, but I get carbs nevertheless, and it's a slightly different plan from what I've had before in terms of pre-show. So I will document that, and going into the run of it tomorrow, I'll document what I'm eating before I step on stage. Oh, I've stepped on stage tomorrow. It feels weird to say that, but yeah, I'm quite tired, but I'm in good spirits. Meal 1, we have 170 grams of rump steak here, with some asparagus and 35 grams of cream of rice. Right, time for meal 2 and some more carbs. We got 200 grams of turkey, 100 grams of jasmine rice and some asparagus. Right, we've got meal 3 here, 200 grams of turkey, oh, sorry, puberty, 65 grams of jasmine rice and some asparagus. Next up, meal 4, we have 170 grams of chicken breast, 200 grams of white potato and some asparagus. Meal 5, and I'm on the road, 200 grams of turkey breast, 65 grams of jasmine rice and some asparagus. Right, meal six, last meal of the day, some sockeye salmon, 200 grams worth, and some asparagus. Good morning. I am at the venue just before 9 o'clock. It's show day. Just went to get my check-in pictures for my coach, and I've got registered, get my tan. Feeling very tired and very thirsty. Right, had my tan. Don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. Yeah, had my tan. Registered, picked up number 87 to represent the lads, and I am now heading out to get my pre-stage meal, which I'm not going to eat yet, but I need to have it on hand. And then I'm just going to chill out and rest and not move until it's time for me to get ready to go on stage. Into the lat sprint. So, all in all, a very rewarding weekend. There are times during this weekend where I wanted to put out, especially on the second show. But overall, good. I didn't place in the GPO Battle of Bedford. Very good class, but looking back at the competitors and looking back at myself, I don't think I was beaten on condition, size, muscularity. I think where it is something I've come to realise I'm going to struggle with is my height and proportions means I'm going to get beaten by shorter, stockier guys because I tend to be taller than everyone else in the novices at the moment. We got to fill up my frame, and my waist, I got a small waist, and something that I've been thinking a lot recently that I may be, and something I need to talk to my coach about, but I may be better suited to classic bodybuilding. But anyway, went on to the NABBA show, came in with a lot drier look. Me and my coach tried some new things in terms of water and sodium depletion and manipulation, that sort of thing, and it paid off dividends. I had a much better, fuller, crispier look for that show, and I came second, which I'm very happy about. I got beaten by someone who came second in the Bedford show, so it's quite funny that I was up against him the next day. But feedback I've had from this weekend, albeit from one of the guys who ran the GPO show who was at the NABBA show, is he says I should go to classic because my waist is so thin. I got a fantastic physique, but my physique is probably better suited to classic. So again, something I'm going to speak to my coach about. Very tiring, but great, rewarding weekend. And I have to say that Saturday night going into Sunday is probably the worst I felt this prep. Dragging my body around, just tired, hungry, no energy. Sunday before the NABBA show was especially bad because very depleted in terms of not much fluid, not much food, and just didn't feel very good. But happy with what I've achieved, and happy now that the bodybuilding season for me is finished and I can concentrate on growing. But I just want to take this time to thank my coach again for everything he's done for me for the past year, for getting ready for these shows, for being on hand for every question. And there's been a lot of questions in terms of planning and executing what we need to do to get ready for these shows. And yeah, it's just really, really helpful. So thank you again to my coach. Thank you to GPO and to NABBA for very well run shows and enjoyable. Thanks to all the guys I competed against. You were really good sports and really encouraging and supportive backstage, and that was really helpful. So loved it. Thank you. Thank you to my girlfriend for her support as well. She was there with me every second of the way this weekend and was just tremendous support. And I know I've been a pain in the arse to deal with in the last well, at least month run up to this competition, and she's been really helpful. So yeah, thank you.
Like, subscribe, comment for the algorithm. If you want to support me, you can get one of these lovely bits of merchandise from my big cartel. So I've still got some in stock, so get on that. If you're into wrestling and you want to see me wrestle, this is where I'm going to be in the next few weeks or so. Please come down, please come say hi. Please enjoy the show. Please buy my merch. Please buy colleagues' merch, other fellow wrestlers. Support us. We're working real hard. Until next time, keep eating, keep cheating.